Yes, guys, and welcome back to We Are Tottenham TV. It's your boy David from the Irish Hotspur bringing you yet another pre-match pump-up for today's, what I've dubbed the Great Escape. We need to win. We have to beat Vitesse today. If not, we are in an absolute world of trouble in this group, and it potentially might not get out of it. But before we do get into it, guys, make sure everyone smashes that like button on the stream. Make sure you smash that subscribe button as well. The big push to 100k is on. I want to see the boys with a pledge and a polishing cloth absolutely shining that 100k plaque that they will get from YouTube. So make sure you smash that subscribe button. And guys, why not, send in a super chat or two? It is a great way to help support the channel, guys. It really is. So get your super chats in and let us know your thoughts on today's game. Also, this show is all about you guys out there, the fans. We want to hear from you. So make sure you get on that link in the community section, click on it, and come on and have your say about today's game. I expect to see a lot of people on today. We have got the Godfather in charge at the helm. The Italian job starts today. Antonio Conte's new era for Tottenham Hotspur. It all begins today. It's going to be a great time for us Spurs fans. We have one of the best managers in world football right now, and he is known from turning water into wine. So make sure, I want to see everybody in good spirits now. It's great. I just want to say, first of all, it is absolutely great to see everybody with smiles on their face. It was getting depressing looking at people, with frowns on their face, being pissed off. And I don't blame anybody. Do not blame anybody. Times are really, really tough. But look, the good times are here, and it's great to see everybody smiling, something that they can get behind, a cause they can get behind, and that they can see greater days ahead. It is absolutely phenomenal to see. Let's tell you a little bit of news surrounding the match, guys. So, of course, it is an 8 o'clock kickoff, guys, 8 p.m. Make sure you stick through this pre-match pump-up, where we'll be bringing you the live lineups as soon as they are out. And we'll be bringing you straight through to the watch-along today in the studio, who will be bringing you right through to the post-match fan show as well. So over here at WeAreTottenhamTV, we've got it covered from, post-match or pre-match build-up to the watch-along to the post-match fan show. So make sure you stick with the channel from here on out, guys. Of course, it is at home at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The noise, the crowd, it is going to be incredible. It is a sold-out stadium. Antonio Conte's name will be sung. Whoever scores today, they're going to go down. The fans are going to absolutely love it, and they're just going to sing their hearts out. The atmosphere is going to be unbelievable. And Vitesse, guys, they are 5th in the Eredivisie, and they have won 4 out of their last 6 games. They are 2nd in the Europa League Conference Group with 6 points. A Spurs win would take us ahead of them by 1 point. And they have scored in 11 consecutive games across all tournaments. So, basically, guys, they can't score goals. So we can't allow that to happen today. Hopefully we can, stop them from scoring. Their biggest goal threat, believe it or not, is their 21-year-old forward, the striker, Luis Openda. He is on loan from Club Brugge. But interestingly enough, before we actually played them, they've never been beaten or scored against English opposition until they actually beat us in the last game. And we do expect them to line up with a 3-4-3. And the guy that did score against us last time, funny enough, he's actually been out injured up until today, but he's expected today. That's Vitesse. He is expected to play some part today. And Milian Manhoef, their left midfielder, he is out. Of course, guys, we have only won 3 out of our last 6 games. We are 3rd in Europa Conference League group with 4 points, and we have the best goal difference. Yet we've conceded in every match so far in the competition. This is a must-win game for Spurs. Any dropping of points could really knock us out of the competition or put us on the verge of being knocked out, and that would be very, very embarrassing. But we have won our last 8 European home matches. So that is something that we can take for granted. Plus, Antonio Conte, hopefully the players, with a new mentality, hopefully they can get behind this guy. I think they all have something to believe in. You listen to all the news coming out, Harry Kane, Son, Lloris, players like that, they all really believe in this project. They're really excited to get going. So I do think you're going to see a remarked improvement in front of the full home stadium. So absolutely fantastic game ahead of us today. But, Antonio Conte, his reign begins now, guys. This is an absolute massive appointment for Tottenham Hotspur. It is huge. Everybody needed it. From where we were Saturday, everyone wanted to be like the guy on Castaway, out on a desert island on their own with the little ball Wilson as their friend. But now, all we want to do is just, sing, rejoice, and smile with each other, hug each other in delirium. It's all we want to do. And this is what it's about. This is what the beautiful game is about. And the truth sets you free with the super chat. He's just saying, happy birthday, David. Yeah, I appreciate it, my man. I do appreciate it. It is my birthday, guys. It is my 30th birthday today, the big trio. And guys, actually, I did actually tweet out to Harry Kane, that he will score today. And if he does, can he dedicate a celebration to me? So do watch out for that. See if that does happen. But look, enough of hearing my voice. It is all about the fans. So let's bring the fans on, guys. Let's see what we've got in the house. We've got Phil Vitesse in the background. Let's get him on. Guys, make sure Phil is the only one in the background so far. Make sure you're clicking that link, guys, for all you channel members out there. Click that link and come on and have your say. But Phil, my man, my job has been made so much easier since Conte has come in. But are you excited ahead of today's game, lad?
Oh, yeah. What a difference a week makes. I spoke to you on the pre-show Saturday, and we were all confident we were going to win. And honestly, we weren't confident, were we? We just didn't know who's going to turn up. Tonight, we know who's turning up. It's people who want to play for Tottenham. And if they don't want to play for Tottenham, go and get the bus home, because he won't take it. We have got one, like you said, one of the world's best managers sat in our dugout. We've had lots of great managers at the stadium. They've just always sat in someone else's dugout. But now you got one of the world's best sat at ours, and it's going to be rocking in there tonight.
Do you know what? I'm absolutely raging. I'm not there. Honestly, people are going to have goosebumps in there tonight. It's going to be so loud. That wall, Philip, is going to be absolutely amazing. The sound coming out of that. If I was these players today, you cannot let the fans down, because the atmosphere is going to be absolutely electric. But look, with Conte, Philip, how important of an appointment has it been for Tottenham Hotspur? And how important is it that they actually got it right? Because we were on a downward spiral, a very tricky slope. Do you think that Conte will be able to take this club back to its great heights again?
Yeah, I see nothing. Normally when you look at an appointment like this, what would get in the way would be not letting him have full reign of the football club. That hasn't happened. Having a director of football that he doesn't agree with, that hasn't happened. I'm not going to be backed in the transfer market. That's not going to happen. And I know there's still some nerves and stuff out there, but Levy's backed in a corner now. He has got no way out. Conte is going to make our club great again. We are going to go from strength to strength. And I'm sure the teams above us in the league must be looking at us now and thinking, oh my God, here they come. They've been a long time quiet, Tottenham, but we are back, baby. We are back.
No, we definitely are. This is what it's about, something that we can get behind, something that we can believe in again. It's absolutely, it's amazing. I don't think many Spurs fans have slept since the announcement. I honestly don't think many Spurs fans can really still believe it. I think they're half expecting them to be bitch slapped across the face in the middle of the night and be told to wake up, to be honest with you. But it's absolutely amazing. It's amazing times. Obviously, we do have to back him in the transfer market and stuff like that. When it comes around, obviously, we have to do that. We have to give him help. But if he can steer this ship to the January transfer market in a good condition, then we just have to add to it. Saurav Patak with the super chat. Happy birthday, David. And happy Tihar Diwali. Good day to be born. Big up. Harry is scoring today. Don't you worry. First of all, happy Diwali to you. I actually do know what it is. Zanuska Ramchunder over on my channel, she was saying the same thing today, and Jack gave us a bit of an education on what it is. It sounds like an absolute amazing day. So I hope you enjoy yourself, my brother. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I really do appreciate it. Look, I have no concerns that Harry isn't going to score today, to be honest with you. I have no concerns that we're not even going to win. Look, basically, my birthday was this week. God knew it was this week. God knows I've been doing the work of the Lord, spreading joy, spreading optimism, spreading belief, and he's rewarded me. He's rewarded me and everyone else that stuck with it through the rough times, roll with the punches. I always said the good times were coming, and God has delivered. He got rid of the mannequin, the statue. Believe it or not, I actually think he's been offered a job in the garden centre nearby. He's that good at being a statue. But look, he's done the right thing. He's delivered Conte to us Spurs fans, and it's absolutely, we are in delirium. But big up, Saurav. I really appreciate it, brother. You're an absolute beast. Thank you very much, my man. But look, Phil, Conte's famous for his 3-5-2. Do we have the personnel? But not only that, Phil, do you think he is going to use the 3-5-2 at Tottenham, or do you think we might see a little bit of a surprise?
Yeah, I think he will. I think he will. The news coming out of this out of the training yesterday was he had an 11v11 and they were both 3-5-2. For him, it was tried and tested up the road. It was tried and tested in Inter. We have got the players. We do need some better players.
Yeah.
But he's got a great right wing back in Emerson. He's got a great wing back in Reggie, and then Sessegnon when he comes through. The three central defenders probably need a little bit of upgrade, but they're still good enough to be able to deliver that system. But I think it's more going to be about the motivation. Every time I come on and I talk to you, we always talk about we need to start quickly and are we going to get going? And we watch the first 10 minutes and you're like, do they know the game started? Today, that first 10 minutes, I just get the feeling it's going to be like you saying out of the blocks. It's going to be 100 miles an hour. It's going to be bombing forward. We'll feel a little bit stronger at the back, but we'll be able to watch a game and enjoy it rather than endure it, because that's what's happened for the last couple of seasons, isn't it?
No, it is. It is. And look, hopefully Antonio Conte does deliver, because, he did say some unbelievable words in the press conference, which are in his kind of statements, and I will get to them. But Dark Sung G with the super chat says, West Ham must be thinking they were lucky to face us before Conte came in the Premier League. Now they must feel scared. Even Vitesse must feel scared of us now. No, look, no doubt West Ham were sitting there, kissing each other and fisting each other. We got Tottenham in the quarterfinals. We're going to win a cup this year. All of a sudden, Conte comes in, they're ringing each other, crying. You know what I mean? Look, I did say, when you see a West Ham man with a nice bird on his arm, you always say a nice tattoo. Always say it to them, just piss them off. Look, screw West Ham. Screw them. Screw the rest of the Premier League. Tottenham are back, baby. We are back. But Phil, big up Dark Sunji. Really appreciate the support, brother. I do want to talk to you about some of the words he said in the press conference. When he was talking about delivering attractive football with passion for the fans, when he was talking about, I don't talk about second, I don't care about second, it's the first loser. I'll be honest with you, it gave me a raging stiffy. I was chasing my missus around the apartment naked with a crash helmet on. It really got me pumped up and revved up. But when you heard them words, has it got you pumped up?
Honest to God, I was like, it was almost like a parting relative that had left you a message from beyond the grave, because I honestly felt quite choked up, because, in all my years of supporting Tottenham, we've always had some good managers, some poor managers, a couple of very good ones, but we've never gone like for absolute top quality. They've always, even when we had Jose, he's on the way down, he was at the wrong end of his career. Whereas now they've got someone who just will not accept anything other than, the top place. I think, didn't he say something like second place is the first loser?
Yeah, first loser, yeah.
Yeah, and it's right, if we look back over the years, and you don't ever go, God, I wonder who was runner up in the FA Cup. I wonder who was this. You never think about that. You think about who won the World Cup, who won the Champions League, who won the Championship, who won the Premier League. That's the point, and he will not accept anything. Would I be surprised if we had 11 new players next summer? Not necessarily, because if they don't do what he wants them to, there's no second chances. It's not like these older managers that we'll just keep going, this is the way, and if you don't do it, you don't play, and there's no in between, and that we have needed somebody like this for such a long time. These players have chucked the last three managers under the bus, and it's not acceptable for a club of our stature.
No, it really isn't. It really isn't. Philip, do you think Conte is the man? Look, we all know we have problems with players here at the club. Is Conte the man to bring them all together, and the ones that don't want to pull the weight, get rid of them? Or do you think, because look, we said this time again, we said it under Jose and stuff like that, but is Conte the man to be able to get this squad back to where it should be? Get rid of the chokers, the guys that don't want to be here, the guys that are moaning. Is he the guy to do it?
I'm going to say absolutely, because I think if you look at it, what he's got is he's got total control of the football side. So you've got no Levy going, I'll play Dele Alli, play Harry Winks. It's now down to a guy that goes, I know what kind of character I want. I know how we want to play. And if you don't play it, then you don't play. So it's quite simple. So if these players don't raise their game, their commitment, all of this crap, they just won't play. And, you know, maybe your Newcastles and some of the other teams will be looking, thinking, oh, Dele Alli, Harry Winks, yeah, we want those. But you've also got the bit is if he wants to bin them off, I would get the impression he can bin them off at whatever he wants. So he's not going to be waiting for 100 million for Dele Alli because we're not going to get it. It's if we get 20 million, sell him on, get rid of him, get his wages off the bill, but bring someone in who can play the way that Conte wants. And that's the biggest change with this, I think, is that he's just got absolute control. And he's got Paratici with him, who they're close together. They think the same. They want the same thing. They want this club to succeed. There's no way Conte's taking this job to be potentially fourth place at the end of next season. That's not what he's thinking. He'll be thinking next season we are challenging for the league, or he hasn't done a good job, and he didn't set up to do a bad job.
No, he definitely doesn't. Big shout out to Conrad Maloney, new channel member. Big yourself up, Conrad. I hope to see you on the fan shows, my man, on the pre-match pump-ups and all the shows during the week. That Ben and Sim do incredible work to deliver for every fans to have their say on every single topic, my man. So I do hope to see you there. Everyone, make sure you keep smashing that like button, keep smashing that subscribe button, and look, keep getting them super chats in, guys. And most importantly, get on the link in the community section, click on it, and come on and have your say, guys. This is what it's about. You know, we should be absolutely pumped up. We should be all aboard the Conte train, full steam ahead, straight through every stadium in England, all around Europe until we win them trophies and take that haul and put them in our cabinet. But look, Phil, the big one. Look, Harry Kane. I have no doubt that Harry Kane is going to return to his best form. Can Conte get King Kane, King of the Lane, backfiring again?
The only way that won't happen is if Kane gets injured. There is no way. Again, obviously, I've looked at a little bit of what he does. What he'll do is Kane won't be dropping deep and any of that stuff. They'll put him in the box where the chances come in from your two wing backs, and he will score goals. The guy's a goal machine. It's unfortunate how it's gone with him, but he obviously clearly wasn't bought into Nuno's way. He wanted to move on in the summer because he wanted to win trophies, and now the club have said, yeah, we want you to win trophies, and we're going to bring the right people in to do that. And now he can do it at his favourite club. So by this time next year, he'll have a winner's medal. I can see it. Whether it's the League Cup, the Conference, wouldn't be surprised if it was both, and a top four finish just sets us up for even bigger things for next season. But yeah, Harry Kane, even before he's played tonight, Harry Kane's back. I guarantee it.
No, I definitely think so. Look, you know, maybe there was a bit of, maybe not performing under Nuno and whatever else, but that was the same with every player. I expect to see every single one run around with passion. Conte has 5 subs. He will use them if they're not playing the right way. So hopefully everyone is playing what, from basically, giving the basics and what us fans expect. Philip, what do you want to see in the start in the starting lineup this evening, my man? You think he'll go full strength?
Do you know what? I will, because it's a precarious situation. If we lose tonight, we pretty much are out, and he is not going to want to deliver his first game in charge of being knocked out of the Conference League. It's just a no-brainer. I think he'll go full strength. Hopefully, then once we're 2 or 3 up, hopefully, he'll be able to bring a little bit of the fringe players on, possibly a Dane Scarlett, just dropping up top, but maybe to give those other players, that kind of incentive to go for it. But I think it will speak volumes tonight about what his initial thoughts are with that squad. And yeah, he's been there for 2 days, but he's watched football. He hasn't sat in Italy not looking at anything. He'll know what's going on. And again, he'll be close to Paratici. So Paratici will let him know exactly what's going on. So for me, it's just straight out the blocks tonight and absolutely full strength bombing on.
Honestly, it's like we have the Italian mafia here at Spurs. We've got Paratici, we've got Conte, and all of his training staff, which were announced today as well. So, we've got a bit of the Italian mafia going on. Godfather, the sequence to the new Godfather, I do presume it probably will be filmed at Tottenham Hotspur, especially with the way some of these players be treated if they do not put it in. Look, I do have rumours that Ben Davies could be in the starting lineup tonight at a left-sided centre-back. What's your thoughts on that, Phil?
Right, give me an easier question. That guy should not be playing for Tottenham. Apart from if he puts him in, maybe this will be, you can just get it over and done with. He played Saturday, he plays tonight, and then he can get a great send off from all the guys behind the goal, just saying thanks for your time, Ben, but adios. Because the guy's not Tottenham Hotspur quality. He's not really Premier League quality, but he's certainly not if we're thinking of challenging for the title next season. And we're going, well, we could play Ben Davies at left wing back. It's just never going to happen. It just won't. But, maybe he's got a better opinion of Ben Davies, sat in there. I guess that means in the back three. So you'll have Romero at the centre and Ben Davies at left. Don't know. But again, the only thing I would say, absolutely definitely, is I would trust what he does. So if he comes out today and says Kane's going in January, you have to trust in him because of his experience and his knowledge. But that won't be happening. Kane's not going anywhere. But with the rest of them, you can just see that there probably will be a couple of shots in there. There will be a couple of players that we think are nailed on as a starter that may not be here. Who knows? But he's the one that's going to make those decisions now. There'll be no interfering from the board or anybody else.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with that. Dark Song G with the super chat. I think he will go with his best to test out the chemistry and soccer skills and mentality between the best 11 before the Everton game. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, my man. To be honest with you, I could not agree more with you. Look, I believe he should put out his best team tonight, his best team at the weekend, and then he has the international break to work over with some whatever players will be there to kind of implement his style and his philosophy and stuff like that. But I definitely think he will go with his best 11 for both games available to him, to get the job done, get the points, and really kick off the Tottenham revolution here. Dark Song G, but big yourself up, my man. Big yourself up. And Philip, just back talking on Kane. Is the appointment of Antonio Conte, because you heard how impressed he was that it shows ambition again. He's super excited about it. Could it persuade Harry Kane to stay at Tottenham long term?
Honestly, I think yes. I think there's a couple of things you've got there. If we look in the summer and we were saying Kane was valued at 150, I wonder what after the first 10 games of the season, there's not a club on the planet that's paying 150 for Kane. So his value is dropping. So even if he's now worth 70 or 80, the money that you would invest in the squad and Conte already pushes Kane's value back up. But
sorry, just quickly, Phil, the starting lineup is out, and I do want to drop it. So the starting lineup, guys, Conte's first lineup in charge is Hugo Lloris in goals, and the big question is, would he still retain his captaincy? Well, he has. It looks like we have Royale at right wing back, a back three of Dyer, Romero, and Ben Davies. We have Reguilon at left wing back with Skip, Højbjerg, and it looks like Lucas playing kind of more in the central areas with Son and Kane up top. Now, I don't know whether this is a 5-3-2. I don't know whether it's a 5-2-3. What do you reckon, Phil?
Wow. I suppose you've got a little bit there. You could, you might even have Reguilon at left mid with Ben Davies at left back. But I would still edge my bets and say I think he's gone 5 at the back. You've then got the 2 holding players in Skip and Højbjerg. Probably a free role for Lucas and then the other 2 up front. So I'm surprised, obviously, not to see Ndombele. I thought he might have got the shout. But again, we have to trust in the guy that, we've employed to do it. And, if that's the team, then he's going to make them better. Good chance for Ben Davies to maybe show that he could play that left side because it's, between him and Eric Dyer, there's not too much in it. But at least he's naturally left-sided. He's left-footed, so maybe he is better on that side. But yeah, looks a strong side anyway, doesn't it? It's certainly a team that looks like it's business as usual.
No, it definitely does. And the bench is, guys, it's Galini, Austin, Sanchez, Tanganga, Roden, Doherty, Winks, Deli, Lo Celso, Ndombele, Bergwijn, and Dane Scarlett. So that is the bench, guys, But I'll run through the lineup one more time. Lloris in goals, Royale at right wing back, Dyer, Romero and Davies, 3 centre backs. Reguilon at left wing back, Skip and Højbjerg in the midfield with Lucas, Son and Kane. So it'll be very interesting to see what way we line up, whether it is Antonio Conte's 3-5-2 or whether it's kind of like a 5-2-3. So it'll be very, very interesting to see what way he lines up. But look, Phil, looking at that lineup, my man, what's your score prediction for today's game?
I'm still going to stick with a conservative 3-0. I think we're solid at the back, so I can't see Vitesse scoring.
Yeah.
I can see Harry getting 2 goals because he's missed 10 games, so he's got to make up for that. So he's got to do a whole season in 3/4 of the time. So he's going to be absolutely, fired up for this. And Son's probably going to drop in there as well, isn't he? Normally a first goal scorer under Mourinho at the stadium. So I think I'm definitely going that 3-0.
No, I absolutely love it. And you actually mean it this time, because the last few weeks you wanted to kind of predict draws and all. I wouldn't let you away with it. I kind of suckered you into it. So, I absolutely love it. William Kelly with the super chat. It's the first time in 2 years since I felt excited about a Spurs game. My man, I think it's the same with most people, lad. And look, thank you very much for sticking with us fans and everything else. You've been absolutely amazing, William Kelly, and I hope things are well with your brother. But big up, William. Everybody's absolutely excited, and I hope you enjoy the game tonight. My man, William Kelly, big yourself up. Dark Sung G says the lineup is out, apparently. I have it, my man. There it is there, Dark Sung G. Big yourself up. Brains McLeod says, go on, David. Can't pop on tonight as I've got my own game, but I'll be watching your pump up, the farm, and I'll see half the game. Exciting stuff. Come on, you Spurs. Look, first of all, Brains McLeod, best of luck in your game, my man. Look, I'm actually disappointed. I really wanted you to come on and do a song today. But look, I'll get you for the next game, my man. I wanted one of your favourite songs. Look, hopefully you enjoy you win your game, my man. Thanks very much for tuning into the pre-match pump-up on the way to your game, lad. Absolutely love it. And look, hopefully you get back in time to get a good bit of Conte's first game in, my man. But big up, Brains McLaren. I hope you're keeping well, brother. I hope you're keeping well. And Brains, Harry Kane is back, baby. Harry Kane is back, Brainsy boy. And Dark Sung G says, I think it might be a 3-4-1-2 with Lucas as a free roll. Yeah, it very well could be. It very well could be, Dark Sung G. So it could be. But big yourself up. Great tactical mind that Dark Sung G has. But look, Phil, I want you to get everybody pumped up. I want people running around, breaking up the pillows, seeing feathers all over their sitting room, running through doors with crash helmets on. You know what I mean? Not being able to contain their excitement. Get people pumped up and end it on the biggest come on, you Spurs, my man.
Right. Well, all I'm going to say is this is our Tottenham. It's back. It's the first game in a new era. It feels like we've had the takeover, but we've had the takeover without anything getting in the way. You got some great players. You got the world's best manager. It's the first game. It's 3-0 to Spurs. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Absolutely love it. Big yourself up, Philip. Phil Vitesse, I'll see you again soon, my man. Come on.
Take care.
Absolutely love it. Phil is off to have some spaghetti bolognese and some garlic bread. Absolutely brilliant. What a man. He's on the full Italian party today. But look, let's keep this moving. Who have we got on next? Surprise me. It's my birthday. Give me a surprise. No, nobody yet. Nobody yet. There are people. Right, here we go. We've got Alan, the North Pole with a goal. My man, how are things, Alan?
Good evening. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Good evening from the windy city of Chicago here in the United States.
No, big yourself up all the way from Chicago. My man. Look, you excited for today's game?
Absolutely. I haven't really been able to watch a lot of Spurs games. Being in the U.S., a lot of the games happen in the afternoon. And I'm in university right now, so it's a bit tough. But unfortunately, the last game I was able to watch before this one was the United game. And, oh, man, it was rough. But now have things turned around with Antonio Conte at the helm. We've gone from having absolute, depression to...
It's absolutely madness, my man. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. It's absolutely crazy. But look, what do you think of Antonio Conte's starting lineup today? He's gone beast mode. He's gone with the full strength team. What's your thoughts on it?
Definitely because the international break is coming up. I think he's like, players aren't gonna get as much games in. There's not a lot of people in international squads, so he's like, just go with it. Just go with it. Bit of a surprise with Ben Davis starting, in my opinion, but I think it's a good idea. There's gonna be a decent amount of people in the stadium, decent amount of people watching. People that might not even watch the Conference League because it's the.
Oh, I think his connection is gone. I think his connection is gone. So look, we'll keep cracking on. Oh, he's back again. He's back again. Let's get him back on. He's back again.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. University
Big up.
internet kind of
Big
sucks.
up. But look, Ben Davies, look, I think we have to trust him. I do think we have to trust him. It should be enough to get the job done tonight anyway. No sweat, no pressure. Look, my man, players, who do you think Conte would be at? Who do you think we'll see an improvement from in terms of players in the squad? Players that have maybe been outcasted.
Well, I really want to see, hopefully, maybe Dele make a return, but it's rough. It's rough for him right now. He's been in a downward spiral. It's kind of hard to see like what player can come back under Conte. Right now, all I'm thinking is who's out the door. Who is Conte gonna just, throw out?
Yeah.
To the, old Western style, but. Yeah, so I don't really have an answer for that. But if I would like to see.
Oh, Alan's gone again. Alan's still playing high goal seek with us, so he is. Oh, he's back again. He's back again. We'll get him on. We'll give him one more chance. Come on, Alan.
Guys.
What's going on, my man?
It's that university internet. I'm so sorry.
No. You're all good. You're all good. Look, you need to tell them from the Irish Hotspur. They need to sort that crap out, my man. Tell them it's not good enough. They should be providing their students with the best of the equipment, my man. So they should be. But look, in terms of Harry Kane, do you think we'll be able to see more out of Harry Kane? Harry Kane and Son up front tonight. Do you expect them to rip Vitesse a new one?
Harry Kane, just looking at the pictures that they've put on social media, just everyone is smiling, and especially Harry Kane. Honestly, think that man, back when Nuno was here, back when that whole is he gonna leave, is he not gonna leave, he was definitely low, but Conte is here. Things are looking up. Things are absolutely looking up. So, Harry Kane, I think he can score at least 2 tonight, maybe 3. Hat trick. Let's go.
No, he better. Look, if it's a hat trick, it really is my birthday, my man. If it's a hat trick, I really want him to score today. It's the only birthday present he can give me that I'd really be satisfied with is a goal. You know what I mean? I have tweeted him, asked him to dedicate one of the celebrations to me. We'll see if he gets it or not. But look, I have seen Harry Kane's hair. I've seen him, walking around the stadium, guys. He's absolutely, it's slick. Trust me, it is very slick. The guy is ready to go, and he's ready to go and score goals. But look, Alan, we are having trouble with the internet and stuff like that. So before you go, I want your score prediction, my man.
I'll be still watching. I'll be still supporting. Come on, you Spurs. Let's get it, Conte.
Come on.
Let's get it.
Come on, let's have it, Alan. Big yourself up, my man. Big yourself up, and best of luck with the rest of your college, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Come on, you Spurs. Let's go.
Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Alan. Big up. I really actually should have made him do it 10 times louder. Really upset the college. But look, let's bring it on. Let's see what the gift that keeps on giving. Let's see who's next. It's Ellie. Ellie, how are you?
Hello, David.
How are you keeping?
Yeah, I thought I'd go Italian, with the Italian glasses, bit spooky.
No, you're dead right. You're dead right. Look, everybody's excited. It's good to see smiles. It's good to see a smile back on your face. But look, what's your thoughts ahead of tonight's game, Ellie?
I think we're going to win. And I think Conte's going to do a jig on the side as well. He's going to do his old running up the pitch and pumping up the air. Yeah, I think we're going to win 3-1.
3-1. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. I love the optimism. Look, I cannot wait to see Conte celebrating with fans. See the passion of the man on the sideline. I'll be honest with you, I actually can't wait to see him get booked because I know he does love a yellow card as well, to be fair. Ellie, what do you think of the starting lineup tonight?
Really good. Really strong. And a few that can prove themselves as well.
Yeah.
They have to start proving themselves, otherwise Conte won't be in the first team. So they've got to pull their finger out, haven't they, David?
Yeah, No, they do. They do. Do you think we'll see a dramatic improvement from what we've seen under Nuno tonight?
Sorry, say that again?
Do you think we'll see a dramatic improvement from what we've seen under Nuno compared to what we might see tonight?
Because tactically, he's brilliant, isn't he? He's proven.
Yeah.
He's a proven winner. So, you know, this team needs a shake-up. He needs to get in there, tell them what to do, tell them the tactics, stick to the tactics. Otherwise, you're not going to get into the next game. You know?
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. Look, one of the things Nuno said was about passion, you know, for showing passion for the fans and playing the right way. You know, were you happy to hear them words? What were your reactions when you heard them?
Yeah, lovely. I love a bit of passion. I'm Greek. So we're like with the Italians on the passion line, you know?
Yeah.
I won't be rude, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, 100%, 100%. And look, you know, Harry Kane. Do you think Conte can start getting the best out of Harry Kane again?
Yeah. Harry, right? He was disillusioned. Right? He didn't want to play. You can tell. He's thinking, I wanted to get away. Now Conte's come in. He's probably doing an Italian jig when he scores as well.
Yeah,
probably. A bit of the Irish jig, the Italian jig.
They were probably all having pizzas in the canteen for lunch that day, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
No, 100%. Just quickly, I have a super chat here, Elliot, from Dark Sung G. He says, this is the first time Reggie and Davies are playing together, if I remember correctly. So hopefully Reggie helps out Davies by making sure the ball doesn't go near Davies. Hopefully Reggie goes all out. Dark Sung G, what I will say, my man, is with having the three there, the idea is that you can let Reguilon kind of go forward, you know, without having to worry defensively because you have that extra man back there. So Davies will be covering that sort of left space down the left-hand side. Same as probably whether it be Romero or Dyer on the right-hand side.
Yes.
So that's kind of what they're there for, Dark Sung G. But my man, big yourself up, brother. Really appreciate the support, my man. And we have another super chat from Marcus Patterson. Looking forward to Conte bringing the best out of Bergwijn. Thoughts on the rumours of Conte wanting to offload players like Lo Celso, going for a 4-0. Come on, you Spurs. Well, Ellie, why don't you help me answer this? You know, what can he get the best out of Bergwijn? And what do you think of the players he wants to offload?
Bergwijn, he's a confidence player. He needs someone to put their arm around him and say, look, we love you here. You know, like we haven't lost you. You know, when we first bought him, look at that Man City goal. It was fantastic. If he can reach those heights, I was watching him before he came. Yeah, he was brilliant, right? And then it takes you a year to get used to the Premiership, anyway. So this is where he's got to kick on. If he doesn't kick on now under Conte, then that's his career done at Spurs, and he'll be back down to the Eredivisie, won't he?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Look, Eddie, what's the excitement like up and around the ground, up and around the stadium?
Yeah, it's really good. It's buzzing. Look, I'll show you. It's buzzing. Everybody's happy. Everybody's got their Italian flags as well. You know, and some of them are going pizza, and some are going where I went. I went Chinese tonight. I'm at the Chinese place, King Prawns.
Absolutely.
I'll have some Italian later.
No, you're dead right. Make sure you grab a pizza slice on the way home. But look, Ellie, you know, I'm excited at how loud that stadium's going to be tonight. You're one of the lucky ones. You're going to get to be there. You know, it's going to be absolutely bouncing, isn't it?
I was very lucky to get tickets as well, because when I went on the exchange, there was only Premier ones, and they wanted 143 quid. I thought, Jesus. No way. Do you know what? I don't mind paying 143 quid if I'm going to get a slap-up meal. But they give you a sausage and chips. Or a pie and chips. No way.
No, that's absolutely shocking. Carter Man, Farming Simulator with the super chat. Big yourself up. Lasagna all around, boys. Come on, you Spurs. Yeah, no, 100%. You know, every weekend now, every Sunday when Spurs are playing, it's going to be a big slap-up Italian buffet. That's for sure, my man. That's for sure. Big yourself up. Big yourself up. Really appreciate the super chat, brother. Ellie, you know, what players do you think are that haven't really performed so far that Conte actually might be able to get better out of?
I think Delhi, because Delhi, right, is too interested in the off-field stuff. Yeah. He needs to get his head back screwed on because he has got talent, the boy. He has. We know he's got the talent there. He's just got to. Conte's got to kick him up the arse to say to him, get a move on and reignite your career.
Yeah.
Or else you're going to end up at Swansea City. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't
You don't want
agree
to go
more.
there, do you?
No, I definitely
Sorry,
don't.
Swansea fans.
But look, you know, Ellie, how soon do you be able to think Conte would be able to stamp his style on this squad?
I think from tonight, it's going to be a bit different because we're playing a foreign team. I think the Leeds United game, that's the proof of the pudding, isn't it? Because they work hard, Leeds United, so we've got to match them, and then
Yeah.
we've got to show them the superior skill. But they got some skillful players as well, so we have to be on that game. Otherwise, they're going to trance us.
Yeah.
It'd be embarrassing for Conte, you know, the first home game to lose it. So
Yeah.
he'll be at them. He'll be at them, and he'll go, "Yeah, I'll kill you if you lose."
No, 100%.
He's got that crackle in his voice, hasn't he?
Oh, he does. He does. He definitely does. But look, Ellie, you know, what's your score prediction?
I said 3-1, 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, either 3-1 or 4-1.
I love it. I love it. And look,
I'd
you know,
love
why don't you get everybody pumped up? You can sing an Antonio
Yeah.
song. You know, but always end on the biggest. Come on, you Spurs. What do you want to say to the Spurs fans out there?
I know. I met Josh and Rez in the corner pin. We had
Yeah.
a couple of beers together, had some chips, some sausage. It's really nice. Now they're going to be in the same stand as me, which I'm really happy about because I'm in the West Stand today. I'm not in
Nice.
the big one. I'm in the West Stand today.
Nice, nice. But look, why don't you get the fans out there pumped up? What do you want to say to them?
Come on, you Spurs! We got Conte, Italian Conte. I just don't think you understand. He's better than Ozil. He came from Italy down to Tottenham Hotspur. Go, you Spurs!
Absolutely love it. Big yourself up, Ellie. Thanks for coming on. You go and enjoy the game.
Thank you, David. You enjoy it as well when you're watching it on TV.
No, I will. Now, why don't you start running down the street? Start running down the street screaming Antonio Conte, Ellie. Get them all pumped up. Come
I
on.
will do.
Big yourself up.
David, bye-bye.
See you again soon, Ellie. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. What an absolute legend. What an absolute legend. Look, we have 2 guests left. Let's get them on. Who's up next? Sean, my man. How are things, brother?
I'm good, Dave. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks very much for coming on, my man. You excited ahead of today's game? Ahead of this game? Antonio Conte's first game in charge, lad.
Yeah, I am, but I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on how much of, like, is it his first game? You know, he got his work permit 9 hours ago. You know, it was Ryan Mason that was taking training yesterday, and he was an observer. I obviously we probably hope that this is Conte's leaning his steer on the team, but is it? Do you think it is, or do you think it's Ryan Mason giving the kind of nod on the?
Do you know what? I think Ryan Mason was just a solution around the problem. Look, I do think he's had the training sessions. Don't get me wrong. I do think maybe he probably might have gone to Mason for a bit of input, maybe for today's team selection and stuff like that. But in terms of formation, it looks like he wants to stamp his style on the squad. He's happy. It looks like to go with the 3 at the back with the 2 wing backs. So, look, I would say it is in the mold of Antonio Conte. I believe that. But what's your thoughts on it, my man?
Well, if it is his style, then I'm a little bit, I guess, disappointed with the choice of playing Davies ahead of Tanganga. Because if he's going to play the 2 wing-back formations, then as far as we know about Tanganga so far, he's not really the most attacking of right-backs, so he's probably not going to be best fit for a Conte right wing-back formation. On that basis, then we've got the choices of thinking, well, should Tanganga fit on the right side of the 3, or should Davies fit into the left side of the 3? You know, excluding Sanchez for the purposes of the argument. And in my opinion, of the 2, Davies versus Tanganga, of the 2 people that I'd like to see, I think that Tanganga's got far more potential, far more positives that I can get excited about. So if this is like the test formation going forward, then I would rather have seen Tanganga start on the right than Davies start on the left. How do you feel?
No, do you know what? I actually fully agree with you. Look, I think you've obviously watched before. I'm not Ben Davies' biggest fan. Everybody knows that. He's a liability, to be honest with you. Look, I do think eventually you might see him out of the team. It seems to be a common trend on the managers come in, sort of give him a chance, finds himself out of the team very quickly because he just lets people down. And I fully agree with what you're saying. I was actually expecting to see Tanganga in there. I was expecting to see Dyer on the left-hand side, Romero in the middle with Tanganga on the right. I do think it would be a very good option to play Tanganga. But look, maybe he's only in here today because it's Europa Conference League, and he just maybe just wants to kind of test them out. But look, regardless of who's there, we should win today. No excuses. Look, I do agree. I'm happy that Ben Davies is playing. I would rather Tanganga been given the chance. I just think the kid's been unlucky. I think, he's got himself into the team under managers. Then for some reason, even though he's playing well, he finds himself out of the team. I feel sorry for the kid. A bit like Joe Rodon, to be honest with you. He hasn't really had a fair crack at the whip either. But look, at the end of the day, we have to trust Conte. We have to get behind him. He's one of the best managers in the world. And if he deems it to be the right choice, I suppose we just have to like it. You know what I mean? We have to get behind it. But I do get what you're saying. I would rather see Tanganga in there. But man, what do you think of the midfield? Skip, Højbjerg, it looks like Lucas. Lucas might play a bit of a free role, maybe as more of a calm sort of player. What do you make?
Yeah. So I've called into to this show a couple of times prior, and I've always said to Ben and Sim that I think that Mora is at his best in the 10 role.
I agree.
Notwithstanding the fact that his ability to turn something out of nothing is phenomenal, but his final pass isn't perfect, and his lack of willingness to have a crack, to have a shot, his confidence isn't where it should be for a guy as talented as he is. So I'm really happy that he's going to have this chance tonight in that spot. But with the Højbjerg skip thing, so I don't know if this has been mentioned before. Everyone's had 1,000 opinions over the last week. I've watched you guys nonstop, so I've heard a million things in a million different ways. But with the Højbjerg skip thing, so I'm not sure I'm settled on this opinion yet, but I'm kind of working my way through it. Last season was a dire season for Tottenham. Højbjerg was a kind of shining light, like a bright spark as a new signing that came in and shored up our midfield. This season, Skip's come in and has done, in my opinion, a better job at doing the role that Højbjerg did last year. I'm not sure we need both of them. I'm not sure that having both of them in the team I think that both of them lack in passing awareness. I think that Skip sometimes passes without having a peripheral vision and gives the ball away. And I think that Højbjerg's weakness is that he slows the ball down, slows the game down. When we do pick the ball up, I don't think he's necessarily quick enough on the sort of disposal of his ball. So both of them have weaknesses on the ball, but both of them do similar jobs. And I think arguably everyone's got a really high opinion of Højbjerg because last season he was the only one that was doing that role. But this season, Skip does it, and arguably better, in my opinion, at least.
Do you know what I'd say to you there? I think it's a very good observation. But with Højbjerg, he was kind of doing it on his own last season. You were playing Ndombele or Lascelles or Sissoko or Winks. None of them on his level. None of them really, good enough to do enough in and around the middle. I think last year he was more or less carrying the midfield on his own.
Agreed.
Now, with this year, Højbjerg's already doing what he was kind of doing last year. But now there's help in there with Skip. And the reason why I think what I would say to you is if you put Skip in there last year on his own, minus Højbjerg, would Skip have had the same impact on the team last year that Højbjerg would have? I'm not sure, Look, don't get me wrong. I think Skip is fantastic. But this season, once he's come in, he's been absolutely brilliant. But he has had Højbjerg in there to help him. So there's now two of them doing the job rather than just one. Okay.
Yeah. So if you had to pick, but do you acknowledge that having both of them in there, and both, if you agree, I don't know if you do, that they both have weaknesses with their delivery and their passing and the ability, for like their technique to be able to get the ball going on an offensive mechanism. Do you see that there's like some sort of sacrifice by having both of them there at the same time?
Look, I think if you're playing the 4-2-3-1 like we were, I think it's absolutely perfect because you can take one off, bring on a more attacking option. Playing the way Conte wants to play, I don't think he ideally he would want the two of them in there, to be honest with you. Look, I've been saying this for a long time. I think anyone that's watched the fan cameras and that, I've been calling for someone in a deep line role who can pass. Someone like a Michael Carrick, someone like a Luka Modric, who can dictate the game, who can get the ball. The first instinct is either rotate it or go forward. They dictate the tempo of the game. If we need a goal, they can get on the ball, turn, play that 50-yard pass. They can play it left, right. They can play that difficult pass. If you want to slow the game down, get someone on the ball that can play it left or right, go back, receive it, rotate it. We don't have that at Tottenham Hotspur right now, and I think that's why we're seeing Skip and Højbjerg. But in terms of what they're actually, the style of player they are, they're brilliant at turning over the ball. They really are very, very good at turning over the ball. Look, I actually think Skip's and Højbjerg's passing is a bit underrated. I'll be honest with you. I wondered. Here's what I would say: if they were in Conte's team and everyone's at the races, would their passing be better? Because under Nuno, people stopped creating options for them. You know what I mean? People stopped running. They weren't as interested to come short, look for the ball and stuff like that. So it'd be interesting to see if they can come into the Conte team and be better, if everyone else is around them better. But look, it remains to be seen. But it's a very interesting topic, a very interesting talking point, I have to say. But I do think Conte will be looking for a guy with a better passing ability in there. I do believe that.
And I know we're talking about tonight and getting excited about tonight, but I just want to hear your opinion quickly about with his plans with January. If the idea, I heard that he wants to fix the spine, right? Striker, midfielder, and a centre back for Romero to partner with. Knowing that we're going to get Pape Sarr next season, does that reality, does that foresight limit or change the planning around what we do in January? Is Pape Sarr, do you think, someone that's going to come in and hopefully be a first teamer immediately, and therefore, to try and recreate or replicate the role, or that what we've just spoken about, trying to fill that gap within the midfield? Do you think that changes with the knowledge that Pape Sarr is on the horizon and not too far away?
Sorry, 1 second. I don't think so, I don't think so. Look, I think Pape Sarr was brought in with a vision for the future. Look, he's playing first team football right now. There's no reason why he can't come to Tottenham and challenge for the first team places. I'll be honest with you. I think Pape Sarr will come in and Harry Winks will be gone. That's my opinion on it. And I think they're still going to be looking for a baller in midfield, someone that can get on the ball, but someone who's consistent at it. Because you look at Lo Celso, he can do the job, but he's not consistent. You look at Ndombele, he could probably come in and do the job. But like the other night when he was brought on against United, he was telling people to pass it away from him. He wasn't putting himself in a position to receive the ball. He didn't want to do it. And I think that's been Tottenham's main problem, is some of our midfielders don't want to do the work. And that's why you're seeing Skip and Højbjerg constantly put out there, because they're good, honest, hard-working players. They may lack the technical ability of an Ndombele or I wouldn't say Lo Celso, because the other night I seen him playing outside of the boot pass when all he had to do was play inside the boot. So I can't say he has good tacklers, because that really fucked me off. I'll be honest with you.
I agree. Yeah,
that's why you see Skip and Højbjerg in the team. But look, Sean, I only have 6 minutes left, and there is.
I gotta go. Mate. Thanks, mate. Great to chat.
No, it is. But before you go, my man, I want your score prediction. I want you to get everybody pumped up, and I want you to scream down, "Come on, you Spurs!" And I want to know where you got your chair.
I'll send you a DM, mate. I'll let you know about that. I'm going to go 3-0. I'm going to say Sonny's going to get the first. I think that a Romero header, or like a defensive header for the second, and then a Harry Kane, a nice little finish just to get the pressure off his back. 3-0. Come on, you Spurs!
That's what I'm talking about. That's the energy I want to see, Sean. Sean's off to sing his Conte songs now with his guitars in the background. He's got to the strings off the guitars. Big up, Sean. Really enjoyed the conversation, my man.
Cheers. Love you, mate. Take care. Right.
See you, my man. Absolutely brilliant call in from Sean. Sean putting the host under the pressure for once. It was good to see. Usually I'm asking the questions. Big up Shawnee boy. Big up Shawnee boy. Love the confidence. Let's bring on the last guest. It's Kyle Patrick Vineyard. Let's get him on and see what he has to say.
Hello.
Yes, Kyle, my man. How are things, brother?
Oh, good.
You pumped up for today's game? Antonio Conte, the Godfather, is here, lad.
Yeah, yes, I am. I'm pumped up. I'm ready for action.
No, definitely are, definitely are. Look, what's your thoughts on the lineup, my man?
Oh, I see. Like, great lineup, but I was expecting, like, maybe give Tanganga the start ahead of Davis because, like, I know after what happened on Saturday, like, Ronaldo just scored probably the best goal, but normally you don't let players like that just take the ball past you and score. But like, yeah, great lineup. And the good news is, guess who's going to be at the game tonight?
Are you going?
Nah, but some friends are going, and our former player's going to be there, and Toby Alderweireld.
Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Fair play to him. And, you know, he said he'd meet a few fans too.
Yeah, I wish we kept him so he wouldn't have let Man United score 3 goals because he scored against United before. And yeah, so I wish we kept him. But yeah, great lineup. And I'm going to double you odds the bigger score. Why not go 6-0 this time? Because yeah, clean sheet, 6-0, and 2 players to get a hat trick in Kane and Ronaldo. Because yeah, their partnership last season was immense. The Premier League just couldn't deal with them. Teams couldn't deal with them. So yeah, that partnership tonight, Kane and Son link up, and yeah, as I said, like if we win, like do we qualify if we win this game, or do we have to win our?
No. So basically, look, the way it works is if we lose this game, we go 4 points behind Vitesse, and Rennes are playing Mora, so we'll be 6 points behind them. And then we have Mora and Rennes left to play. So it puts us in a very unlikely position to kind of get out of the group. So we do more or less kind of need to win this today, to be honest with you, because if Vitesse win, they'll have Mora and they'll have Rennes left, but they'll beat Mora. You know what I mean? And even if they lose to Rennes and we win, we still 1 point behind them and that. So it kind of is a must-win game today. Where we stand right now, we're 1 point behind Vitesse and 3 points behind Rennes. So it is kind of like a must-win game today, Kyle.
Yeah, so as I said, I'm going for 6-0 and Kane and Son to score a hat trick. Then then the full
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite between Kane and Son, lad?
Oh man, it's hard to decide, but I'll probably have to go for the Korean Messi, Ronaldo, because like I want to see Son score that goal like he did against Burnley 2 seasons ago, and he just
Puskas winner. What a goal!
Yeah, past Burnley defenders. So yeah, let's see that goal again. Go past the whole Vitesse defense, and then another Puskas award for him to come. Then yeah, so.
No, that'd be nice. That'd be nice, 100%. And look, do you think Conte can get? Because look, in fairness to Son, he showed up no matter what. Do you think Conte can get Kane to now come to the party and help Sonny?
Yeah, sure. Like, why not? And I think he can. Like, yeah, he can get the best out of him. Like, he got the best out of Hazard and Costa when he was at Chelsea, and then look what happens. Costa just leaves, and Atletico Madrid had a transfer ban, so he couldn't play until January then. But yeah, so Conte can get the best out of Son and with Kane, I mean, get the best out of Kane, and then Kane and Son will just smash the Premier League until the end of the season and wait and see where we finish. But
have your expectations rose since Conte's come in?
Yeah, I think expectations since he's come in, I think we were just missing, the expectations. I don't know what to say, but all I can say is I'm going for 6-0 and Kane and Son hat trick, but doesn't matter who scores the other goals. And yeah, so
Look, give me, tell everyone they should get pumped up and then end on the biggest come on, you Spurs, my man.
okay. All right, boys and girls, this is your captain Kyle Vineyard speaking, and
I
get
love it.
behind the team, get behind Conte. Time to back him, and in the January transfer window, get the players he wants, and then hopefully we can win these 2 trophies. We're still in that Carabao Cup quarter final against the Spammers, who we all know happened the last time we played them at White Hart Lane. Lanzini scored that banger, and it's not happening again because Conte's beaten West Ham before, so it's time to get behind him. And yeah, so let's get behind the boss. And come on, you Spurs!
Absolutely love it. Big up, Kyle. Captain
love
Kyle in the house, in the building. Big up, Kyle. I'll see you again soon, my man.
Yes, dude, man.
Brilliant calling, my man. Brilliant calling. Captain Kyle at the helm, guys. Everybody, big Kyle up. What a legend. But, guys, we are going to end it here. Make sure you stay tuned for the watch along coming your way. So make sure you stay tuned for that, where they'll be bringing you all the way through to the post-match fan show. Look, the Conte reign starts here. The Italian job starts here. As always, guys, come on, you Spurs. And in Conte we trust. And I'll see you all again soon. Smash.